Welcome back, everybody, to what will be episode 5 of the Final Fantasy VII Comparison Series, where we take an in-depth look at all the similarities and differences between the 1997 and the 2020 versions of this game. Last time, we left off just as that Chocobo carriage strolled by, so let's pick up from there and follow that bird into Wall Market. Okay, so leaving that old playground behind, we head down the old 7-6 road. Pretty barren, especially in the original game. The remake has a few signs advertising some sort of attraction. Then further on, just outside of our destination, is some Chocobo stands. This is a nice addition to the game. I've always wondered where this fancy Chocobo drawn carriage came from, and where it ended up after dropping off Tifa. We talk to the stable hand and try to get some info.
What'd you say to me, you little...
What's all the ruckus out here?
We meet a man who goes by the name Chocobo Sam. Wonder if he has any relation to Chocobo Bill outside Calm. We ask about Tifa, and here we get our first set of choices. Wall Market is full of decisions, some good, some bad, so I made sure to document them all.
She's in great shape.
Is that really important?
She's a great fighter.
I'm not sure that helps.
She's great at handling the books.
Cloud, I really don't think that'll help.
Wait a minute, you talking about Tifa?
Whichever one we pick, Chocobo Sam knows exactly who we're talking about. So Sam tips us off about Corneo, but in the original, we go in blind.
Welcome to Wall Market, the pleasure capital of Midgar that's got everything for everybody. Couple, huh? It's all good. Play together, do your own thing, earn a little scratch on the side even. Whatever you're into, we got you. Got a special one-time limited offer.
No thank you. Come on, Cloud, let's go.
Looks like an exciting place, but we're on a mission. Our best bet is to run straight to Corneo's mansion, right? In the remake, this will progress the story because of our tip from Chocobo Sam, but in the original, we have to get our info elsewhere. I guess this is the perfect chance to tour the town, and there's lots to see. Let's start at the south entrance. So every location that was in the original Wall Market returns in the remake, but the entire layout of the town has been altered. I'll map out these changes the best I can in the top right of the screen. Getting past the Barker, we still have the inn to our immediate left. The guy outside still bugs us about getting a room.
We have the perfect room for a sweet-looking couple like you.
And we have a choice in response in the new game.
No thanks.
But you thought about it, didn't you?
How much?
Cloud!
Back off.
Sorry, we're in a rush.
Inside, we see a familiar face in the remake. Johnny's father is here in Wall Market. Wonder what he could be getting into. So that lobby he's in is new. The other rooms are still there. The bathroom, storage room, bedroom across the hall, and the one in the far back. There's 2 additional rooms, one just like the others, and one that's blocked off for whatever reason. The beds are now bunk beds to fit more people, and that's good, because there actually are people here in the remake. A one-night stay is 10 gil in the original, but it's apparently free in the new game. Strange.
Have a safe trip.
In this common area outside, we can see all sorts of new stands, bringing more life to the city. There's a small little item shop, sort of in this capsule shape. It's electronically operated, and when you...
Maybe it's broken?
Okay. It tries to kill you. Let's get out of here.
Huh? It shot you? Well, that's not good for business.
Next, let's go to the pharmacy. It still has that yellow-green sign up top. More importantly though, the cat statue's still there. There's another one inside in the remake. The shop itself is a bit more spacious than the original. Not a whole lot to see though, so let's see what the guy's selling.
Hey there, we're a pharmacy, but we stock other stuff too. Thanks a bunch.
Onward to the restaurant. It's this tent-looking building. The sign up top has the same writing, though now it sports these red lights. And there's an additional sign and menu to the right. Guess this is in place of hiring a guy to advertise outside. Inside is the same bar design. It's completely packed in the original, with only one seat open.
Hey there, friend. Grab a seat. Any seat that's open.
We get yelled at in the old game if we try and enter the kitchen, but not in the new. Either way, we can't go back there. There's an extra cook in the original, and it looks like more equipment too. The new game added these picture menus above, as well as a TV. The register is on the small counter next to the bar's divide on both games. The owner offers us a seat, but we'll come back later for food.
If you want a recommendation, try the recommended special.
Heading over to the clothing store. We see that the sign is the same once again. In the original, it seems to be cut right above the entrance. And in the remake, it looks like perhaps some of the paint has stripped off at the bottom. The light up sign may say something different. It's hard to tell, but the new one does have a heart on it. Inside is a small square room, the walls lined with, well, clothes. That purple rug is now red and blue, and the pattern's changed. There's mannequins, and a few more customers than before, ones who don't call you a hooligan.
The colors, the design, are fabulous.
The try-on room is closed in the remake, and we can go in the original. It looks like a couple graffiti writers stopped by in the new game, and the owner's son is manning the shop in both games. Wonder where the owner could be. The last shop in this section, in the original, is the materia shop. Now, this store is in a different part of town in the remake. Heading east from the town's entrance will bring you to a calmer part of town. There's shady alleyways.
Hey, bro, this ain't no place to hang out. You feel me?
And a massage parlor with a tanuki out front.
I guess they're closed right now?
We'll try again later. Here's an additional exit from Wall Market. The 6-5 road, leading to where we were earlier, before the collapsed expressway. But finally, back in town, we've got that materia shop. That blue on the sign is more clear now. Guess it's a sort of gemstone. The other signs are different, but let's head inside. Dimly lit with candles, there's vases everywhere, even one on a giant display. The new game has rocks and gems all around, and both games have a bonsai on the bed. Oh, not to mention the shopkeeper, who's casually laying down as we shop. here's what he's got to sell. Well, nothing in the original game. Heading towards the north part of town, we come across these two ladies complaining about this artillery they call junk.
Look at this garbage. Can't someone do something about it?
Well, I guarantee you, our favorite weapons collector wouldn't call it garbage.
These women and this big metal thing are still present in the remake, though located behind the weapon shop now. To get there, we slip past the inn along this fence. We can climb up atop some of the junk. And there's even a jukebox off to the side. Back up north, we head to the gym. It's still tent-like on the outside, but some of the imagery has changed. The sign shows either a different character or the same, but far messier. I can't read it either way. The writing on the side is now gone, as well as whatever that image is up top. The remake sports this billboard up above with a man flexing his arm. Heading inside, we have exercise equipment everywhere, with plenty of people working out. These banners are still along the back wall, and the remake added various trophies. Oh, and of course, we still have that iconic boxing ring.
I am doing it, bro! I'm doing it! How's this? How's this?
Fight through the pain. Almost done.
Next, we head to the Drunkard's Den, Wall Market's main street bar. Still has that red awning, though a bit less tattered in the new game. There's a sign above the door that may or may not be there in the original. Can't tell because of the angle, but the small, grounded sign is in both games. And the new one has this sort of pillar at the side. Looks nice. Let's head in. Layout is much the same, with a few tables strewn about. A bar lines the front window, and they've added darts to the side. We can't play with these boards though. There's a big TV in the original. There's a smaller one mounted on the wall in the remake, though it's switched off. Next to that is the stage, where a guy is singing in the remake. The new game has some food menus, a lot like that other restaurant, and we can walk into the kitchen area in both versions. We don't get scolded anymore, but we can check out what they're cooking with. I'll pass. Most importantly though, we still see the sick guy in the bathroom, and the dude outside struggling to hold it.
Come on, asshole! Hurry the hell up!
Enough of the bar scene. Let's check out some weapons. So the shop is even more of a spectacle in the remake. Still has that brightly lit machine gun sign, and the text on the tent looking part is now its own neon sign. Still littered with machine parts, but now there's a giant turret on the side, and even a Shinra helicopter parked on the roof. The inside is still an L-shaped room, divided by fencing. There's the guy with the tank cannon. Let's see what's for sale.
Welcome, come on in, take a look, take a look!
Titan Bangle and Mithril Armlet are in both, though the prices are quite different. As for weapons, the original game has the Mithril Rod, which we get later on in the remake. Metal Knuckles, which we got from the Crab Warden. And then the Assault Gun, which is not in the remake. There's only one weapon available here in the new game, but it's a nice one. It's Cloud's fourth weapon, the Hard Edge. This beautiful blade is also in the original. It's first bought in Junin, or it can be stolen from the 3rd class soldiers in the Shinra building. Looking good. Now we're set for whatever threats that may lie ahead. Across the street is a foreboding looking place. Seems to be closed right now, so we'll check back later. Just north of here is Corneo's mansion. But before we check in again, there's an important part of town we've got to check out. Wall Market is full of entertainment, but nothing comes close to what we see on the east side of town. There's a sort of outdoor nightclub, Sahara, a western-themed tavern without a name, but has the good luck graffiti. More shady back alleyways.
Pay it for the worst. You might want to sign up for disability insurance.
Like now.
And signs for Supergirls all over. But the most notable attraction in all of Wall Market is none other than the Honeybee Inn. Brightly lit with pinks and oranges, and honeybee characters decorate the outside. They've got more of a virtual wireframe look to them in the remake. This establishment attracts quite the crowd. Even our old bro Johnny is hanging out here.
To enter or not to enter? That is the question. Wherefore does this philosophical quandary torment me?
You totally get where I'm coming from, right?
I knew it! Let me guess. After you've had your fun, you fall into a spiral of shame and self-loathing. But it only lasts a moment, doesn't it? Next thing you know, you're right back here again. Huh? Got a question for me? Yeah, I should have figured. You're not the philosophical, introspective type like me. That soft, naive face. I know your kind well, bro. You're just another musclehead who uses violence to work through your inner demons. It's sad, really. Huh? Yeah, what's up?
The Honeybee Inn is closed to non-members in both games.
My apologies, sir. We are not ready to open at this time.
Though we do get some important info in the original. This is where we find out Tifa's whereabouts. So now we're ready to return to the mansion. So let's do our final sightseeing on the way. Behind the Honeybee Inn, we see a familiar face.
Hey! What the hell, Merc? Digging into people's personal affairs in this town is a huge no-no.
So that's the evening dream she was chasing. Good on her. Though Miss Folia only acknowledges us if we chose to help her out back in Sector 5.
Are you a customer? In case you can't tell, I'm on a break. Sorry, buddy, but I'm on a break right now.
On the main street, we find young Chadley. This town's no place for a kid, but since he's here, let's do a couple battle missions. So Chadley is responsible for many of the summons we'll receive in the remake, but we don't obtain them easy. They unlock after some requirements. Then we have to fight them to use them. First one available is Shiva. I actually unlocked this summon battle back in Sector 5, but there wasn't much extra time in that episode to mention it. Besides, it doesn't matter much, because she kicked my ice anyway. So I'll try it again. It's pretty sick watching one summon fight another, and Ifrit is the perfect pick for this match. So with Shiva defeated, Chadley turns that battle data into a usable red materia. In the original game, Shiva is obtained from Priscilla after saving her from drowning. I'll go ahead and equip Shiva to Aerith, and we can test her out later. I've unlocked another summon battle by this point, so let's try that one too. It's Fat Chocobo. This giant bird was also in the original game, though not as a standalone summon. When using the Chocomog materia, there is a 1 in 16 chance of Fat Chocobo appearing instead of the typical Stampede. I'll go ahead and give Barrett the new summon, so it'll be some time before we try it out. So let's say goodbye to Chadley, and hello to this giant sandwich. Do people really eat this stuff? Nearby, there's a cat on a stool, and a man eating Chocobo popcorn, a potion stand, a small flower shop, which is a bit odd because flowers are supposed to be a rarity in Midgar, and finally, a giant tower in the middle of Wall Market. I'm sure there's much more to see here, but let's not forget, we're on a mission. Up towards Corneo's mansion, there's one absolute final place I want to check out, and that's the wall. It seems a bit smaller than I was expecting. In the original, it's absolutely massive. Just look at the lettering compared to Cloud's size. You can see the top of the wall in the new game. And the wording is a bit different. It's clearly Avalanche in the remake, but in the original, it's either a misspelling of Avalanche, or it's meant to say something else entirely. Not much to do here, so we'll walk along the rubble back to Wall Market. So here we see the giant pagoda-style mansion. It's a dirt road leading to it in the original, but in the remake, it's had some major reconstruction. Looks like the Don's dirty money has gone into making his home a palace. There's stone stairs leading up to his mansion, red railings, and lit lanterns. There's various quarters that aren't accessible to us, probably home to his lackeys. Beautiful bamboo gardens, and a moat under this bridge. And then 2 dragon statues guarding the entranceway. We push at these giant heavy doors to reach the foyer. A lot of junk and unused stands in here. A lot of it looking quite similar. I don't know if this is a gong or just a giant decorative coin, but either way, it's in both versions. This guy here has been replaced by...
Not so fast, buddy. Back it up. Got no need for pretty boys here.
Yeah, means a lot coming from a dude named Leslie.
We're looking for someone.
Let me guess. First time in Wall Market.
Yeah? So?
So people can't just walk through the Don's front door. Especially men.
How about me then? Can I go inside?
Maybe, but you're gonna wish you didn't.
You know Leslie? She's kinda cute. Homely, but cute.
Excuse you?
Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself into?
Aerith.
If you're really sure you want to join an audition, then you're gonna need to get official approval.
And who can give us that?
In both games, the idea is to get Aerith inside, but in the original, Aerith comes up with another plan. In the remake, we're told we need to get the trio's approval. 3 high-profile individuals, employed by Don Corneo. Makes sense he'd have a network of powerful people supporting him, so let's leave Leslie and seek them out. But first, it's worth mentioning that this Leslie, it's not his first appearance. I mean, chronologically it is, but in the 2011 book, The Kids Are Alright, Leslie Kyle makes an appearance in some events that happen after the story of Final Fantasy VII. Anyway, we'll pause the progress of the original game at this point and set out for that trio.
So that's the way it is.
Tifa's been invited into the Don's estate.
Huh?
But to earn such a privilege, you must first win the approval of one of the trio. Right? Meaning, I now know what I must do to save her. Stay strong, Tifa! Help is on the way! Johnny's coming, baby!
Johnny's just as dedicated to saving Tifa as we are, so maybe he could lend us a hand.
What were you thinking? Stupid, stupid, stupid! Crawl into a hole and die!
Turns out that Chocobo Rancher Sam we met earlier is one of the Don's trio.
Damn, you really do want in, don't you?
Sure do.
Then how's about we play for it? Call it, Missy. Heads or tails? Guess right, and I'll grant you your wish. Guess wrong, and you'll leave me in peace.
Heads.
Tails, you lose.
Tails.
Heads, you lose.
No thanks.
Oh, not a gambler, huh?
I am! Heads!
Huh?
Tails, you lose.
Doesn't matter which we pick, cause Sam's using a double-sided coin. Funny thing is, the image is exactly the same whether we chose heads or tails, but we still lose anyway. Heading to the parlor still turns up no results, so let's check out the Honeybee Inn.
Let me handle this.
We will.
You wait out here, okay?
It was like...
And why would I do that?
Well, Aerith, it's because you did in the original game.
Whoa.
Good evening.
Oh.
Now, are you the one who made the appointment, sir? Can I have your name?
Oh, we don't have an appointment.
No luck here. We can't make it past the lobby. We follow Johnny's lead back to that massage parlor.
Welcome, welcome. Just the two of you?
We're not customers.
So, you want what? A favor? Okay, Cloud. Let's see what you're made of. After that, we'll talk. So, which course will it be?
We have 3 options, each with a different cost.
If you're not a customer, then get out. I should warn you, this technique has certain risks.
Huh?
It's somewhat experimental. You may find it extremely pleasurable and rewarding, or the opposite.
Everything hurts.
How was it?
Not now. Maybe not ever.
Did something happen to you in there?
Just give me a sec.
Just one?
Maybe a few minutes.
Well then, it should go without saying that you get what you pay for. All 4 fingers at once, quick and to the point.
I swear, this is just a hand massage.
How was it?
It's alright, I guess.
What are you doing?
Flexing.
Flexing.
Never mind.
This exclusive treatment is reserved for our most well-to-do patrons. Oh, what was that? A cry of pleasure? Is this how you like it? How about this? Or maybe this?
How was it?
Huh?
You okay?
Yeah.
You're acting weird, Cloud.
I am?
Really weird.
All right then. I think I've seen everything I need to see. But you cannot go dressed like that.
Is something wrong with my outfit?
It's alright, I guess.
Oh, you.
It's comfortable, isn't it?
Cloud the fashion critic.
It matter what I think?
Well, I think it's pretty cool.
So she'll make Aerith a dress under one condition. We'll have to fight for it. So that foreboding building we seen earlier was a Colosseum, an attraction new to the remake. Adds a little combat to her otherwise fightless town. The match is about to start, and the doors open up to none other than Scotch and Koch. We see them later in the original, but here, they're given a new profession as announcers for the Corneo Cup. So it seems our friend Johnny has tried already.
It's a gift from Don Corneo. Drink it, and they say you'll be raring to go for hours on end.
Looks like he saved us a sip.
How is it?
It's thick.
But you like it so much you couldn't possibly share, right?
For our next match, we welcome two fighters, a young couple no less. Talk about a bad day!
So we've got 3 rounds. The Beastmaster first, Beck's Badasses second, and finally, the Sweeper Cutter duo.
It's hard. You're ready! Is that 7? I can't believe it!
Not too bad.
Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but you still have one fight left.
Okay. One final round. Wonder who will be up against. Of all the enemies it could be. So the Hell House was more of a normal enemy in the original game, found in the collapsed tunnel on the way to Green Park. Now, a very intimidating boss fight within the Colosseum. Hell House doesn't play around either, with 4 elemental phases and plenty of in-house attacks. It has 2 forms in the original and 4 forms in the remake. First is Concealed, where he just looks like a house. Second is Revealed, where a mechanical turtle pops out of his house shell. Third is God House mode, where he has a strong barrier. And his final form has him flying around the arena. He's got plenty of attacks, so here's an open house showcase of them all. The best part of this battle, in my opinion, is the announcing from Scotch and Koch. They've got so many comments depending on different moves and scenarios.
Bless them with your love and grace.
A heroic move by Aerith as she provides support for her partner. Savor that heal and win. Cloud and Aerith with a stunning reversal. That out the
Once we finally close the doors on Hell House, the entire arena lets out a victorious fanfare. So with the match won, we can progress. But first, we're invited back to a few Colosseum matches. Sure, I've still got some fight in me. The arena reminds me a lot of the Battle Square and the Gold Saucer. It even has some similar enemies. When each round is won, our team will do their traditional victory poses.
Let's go.
Okay, let's head once again to the parlor. People are lining up to congratulate us on our victory. Once back, Madam M has some good news for us. Her next lines reflect how many Chapter 8 side quests we've completed, and that determines the quality of dress Aerith will receive.
Well, that's what you call yourself, I'm told. But what have you actually done for the people of Sector 5, hmm? How a person treats others dictates how they themselves should be treated. And believe me, I'll get you the dress that you earn. I've heard a few stories about you helping out the people of Sector 5. If you don't mind me saying so, though, you could be doing a little bit more. The rule of karma is highly respected in the slums. A somewhat decent person deserves a somewhat decent dress. I'm told you did a wonderful job helping the people of Sector 5. You have a very impressive work ethic. I'm gonna put Aerith in the most gorgeous dress you've ever seen. It'll be a real jaw-dropper.
So we're sent out on our own while Aerith is getting ready.
Peek, and I'll poke out your eyes. I thought I told you, no peeking. You have a lot of nerve. How old are you?
We've got some time to kill, so let's do some side quests. Now there's 2 different batches of side quests you can obtain, and you can only do one of the 2 sets in a single playthrough. Either Chocobo Sam's quests, or Madam M's quests. But we'll cover both here today. There's 2 quests in each set, and the way to unlock either one is again based on your choices in Wall Market. I got Chocobo Sam's quests in my first playthrough, which seems to be the more common result. Then, I went for Madam M's in my second playthrough. I don't know exactly what triggers either result, but based on my research online, the following may or may not be the contributing factors. So for Chocobo Sam's quests, you should choose the following. And for Madam M's quests, you should choose these options. Starting with Sam. His first quest is called The Party Never Stops. Sam sends us away, and we head first to the clothing store. Now, because so much was changed here in Wall Market for the remake, we don't do the same scenario that we did in the original, at least in the main story. This side quest sort of reworks that scavenger hunt from the original, though with one big twist.
Wait up, Cloud!
Johnny will be taking the place of Aerith in the remake. The dressmaker's son asks us to help him out with his drunken father, and we head up the street to the bar. We find the old man sloshed at the bar. He won't do anything for us until he finds his
inspiration!
In the original, we go back to the clothes shop to obtain our dress. The one we obtain depends on what styles we asked for. Either clean choice is a cotton dress, soft and shiny is the satin dress, and finally, soft and shimmery is the silk dress. We're then sent to the gym, so we may as well follow in the remake. We walk into the training hall and speak with the head trainer. The original didn't give these three muscleheads names, but in the remake, we meet Jules, Ronnie, and Jay. We agree to a squat competition, and we face off against Ronnie. The minigame is similar between the two games, keeping in rhythm while alternating face buttons, but the remake added a bit more depth to it, with a fourth button press, fall downs, and a remixed fight theme. Upon winning, we obtain a blonde wig in the original. A tie will grant us the dyed wig, and if we lose, we still get a prize, though it's just a basic wig. But it turns out, Ronnie was only round 1 in the remake. Jules punches Ronnie across the room in the old game for his hiding place, and only verbally attacks him in the new game.
You're too quick to judge people by their build! That and your overtrained ego are the main reasons you lost to our bold challenger here.
Round 2 has us up against Jay. Here's the loss. And then the win. Jules is our challenger now, and let me tell ya, Big Bro is tough. Though if you train hard enough, you may be able to beat him. Upon victory, you obtain a champion's belt instead of one of the wigs. But now we meet back up with Johnny in the new game and head to the materia shop. The lazy shopkeep asks Aerith to turn away in the old game, then asks us to obtain an item from the vending machine.
You know what? You know.
Wait, the sauce.
The sauce?
Stop saying the sauce.
So we locate that vending machine and have to sleep a night to access it in the original.
It looks like a regular old vending machine, right?
Well, it is. At least in the old game. We have 3 options, each sacrificing a different amount of gil. The cheapest one is a muscle relaxing cream set, which we exchange for the glass tiara. Middle tier is a stamina drink set, which grants us the ruby tiara. And finally, the most expensive option is a protein drink set, and in return, we get the diamond tiara. The remake also has different vending options, but it doesn't go by how much we're willing to spend. Instead, it relies on how much we've used our assess materia. On the lower end, we get one secret button, which gives us a vital brew. Second tier is a crimson spike. And the highest level of assess gives us
The sauce! Put it away! Put it away before someone sees you!
Heading back to the materia guy, he no longer gives us any sort of tiara. Instead, he sends us off empty-handed, though his reaction is different depending on if we brought the sauce or not. Here's no sauce.
Huh? What's this thing?
Shit, that's not the sauce!
Boys, it seems I misjudged you. Sorry for making you go to all this trouble for nothing.
Sauce on side.
Okay. I see.
That's not it?
I had higher expectations for you, but I guess you and I aren't so different after all. We both still have a lot to learn.
And then, the sauce.
Could it be? Oh, it is! The sauce! The sauce! Whoa! Never thought I'd live to see the day.
We now head over to the restaurant, still empty in the new game. We decide to help the chef determine why his food isn't as good as it used to be, and once again, we use materia to decide. First, let's check the stove.
Strange. I know it used to go higher than this. Well, will you look at that? Works fine. Whoa! Hot damn, that's way too high. Someone could get burned to a crisp.
Now the fridge.
Well, shit. Think I gotta get a new one. This one's clearly on its last legs. At a glance, everything looks fine to me. Now that's crisp and fresh. Can't wait to cook with all these great ingredients.
And finally, the power supply.
The wiring in this place is really old. Might be time to renovate. Probably way past time, come to think of it. On closer inspection, it honestly looks fine to me. I'm not seeing anything that might be problematic. Oh, right! I forgot. I splurged on that state-of-the-art installation a while back. Nothing to worry about.
No matter our choice or level, Johnny gets sick and runs out.
My stomach. I just remembered something I need to take care of.
Still no good? Back to square one.
I can't.
What a shame. He seemed to be enjoying the meal, so I wanted to ask him what he thought.
Stomach pain. Oh god, it's coming up.
Nothing makes a cook's heart sing like seeing a customer's too stuffed to walk. Can't thank you enough.
In the original, we can tell the chef ourselves how we feel after ordering one of 3 dishes. Silence or calling it dog food will do nothing for us. But saying it's alright will grant us a pharmacy coupon. The medicine voucher is given to us as an apology in the remake. The pharmacist helps Johnny inside, and we help with a delivery using cleansing materia. Level 1 gives us a bottle of antiemetic. Level 2 gives us that and deodorizing tablets. And level 3 gives us all 3, including packets of antacid. The original gives us a choice: disinfectant, deodorant, or digestive. With medicine in hand, we return to the drunkard's den and go into the restroom. Poor fellow's still sick. In the new game, the result is the same no matter the medicine we've brought. In the original, it either helps the sick person or doesn't. And the type of cologne we obtain depends on the item given.
Your friend fought a house. A house?
Upon returning to the pharmacy, the guy rewards us with the inspiration. Turns out, it was a Honeybee Inn VIP card. This membership card is given to us by this dude loitering not far from the honey hive. So let's go inside. The original has us entering the Honeybee Inn, but the new game has a receptionist break us the bad news.
I'm afraid that these cards can only be used by the members to whom they were issued.
So instead, we return to Johnny and the old dressmaker, who are planning for the crazy night ahead of them. We turn down the offer to go, finishing off this quest. Chocobo Sam has one more quest for us, a short one, so we head to the Colosseum to take on the bomb. Bombs aren't found anywhere in Midgar in the original, so they must have been imported specially for the match. Here's their comparison. Their main attack is Fireball. Here's their expansion. The remake gives the bombs various levels of swell. And then, the explosion. Bomb Blast in the original. And, well, they don't really explode in the remake. At least not in a sacrificial kind of way. Though you do obtain the enemy skill Self-Destruct from them. Sam congratulates us, and we return to the main quest at this point. But before moving on, let's check out Madame M's line of side quests. So we find Murray outside of town. Some thievery took place, but she's convinced it wasn't the Guardian Angel's doing. We decide to find the real culprits.
Bring it! We're ready for you this time!
Looks like Burke's found a new member. After defeating them, we turn in the 4 Garden Angles. We get the real calling card and head to our next mission, another Colosseum battle. We cut down Cuddy, and Madame M shows up to congratulate us. In both quest routes, we obtain the Arcane Scepter at this point, a weapon for Aerith, new to the new game. Okay, now we can continue on in the main quest. So we go to the parlor and...
No!
Oh, Johnny again. He leads us to Corneo's mansion. We chat with Leslie again.
Wouldn't try it if I were you. Trust me, you don't want to screw with the Don. If you even think about causing any trouble, he'll make sure someone pays for it.
Then head out to the bridge. And now, Aerith's dress reveal. We get 1 of 3 results, depending on our Sector 5 missions.
Aerith, what are you wearing?
I know, right? It's bad. Like, super bad. I've been trying to figure out if there was anything more I could have done with it, but... Heya.
Hey, what are you wearing?
I hear Corneo likes his girls super duper girly and dolled up. But I thought he might appreciate something a little more down to earth for a change. What? You don't like it? Heya.
That's really...
Yeah. Corneo's got certain tastes. This dress is so gaudy and impossible to move in.
Yeah.
Cloud?
I like how the surrounding scenery changes depending on the quality of the dress. Stray animals for the plain dress, curious kids for the pink dress, and fireworks and confetti for the red dress. Johnny even rolls out the red carpet. This red dress also matches Aerith's dress in the original game. Though whichever dress she's in, we follow Aerith to meet this fabulous someone. Aerith convinces Cloud to go in the remake, but in the original, she thinks he's making excuses to check out the establishment. She also stays outside in the original.
It'll be fun. And honestly, I think you'll look pretty cute in a dress.
What?
Come on! Don't you want to save Tifa?
There's a sort of lobby in the new game, where the receptionist lets us in, instead of being posted outside, guarding the door. This lobby can only be seen in a beta version of the original game, complete with the staircase. The center of the hive is still in this hexagonal shape, though the scenery is much different. The grid floor is now a more complex design. The walls bear a darker hue and have trim around the doors. There's still a green stripe circling the upper part of the walls, though the biggest difference, of course, is the floor's imagery being replaced by a giant honeybee statue. It looks like a fountain, but there's no water. The image on the floor in the original is a bit hard to make out, but it's the face of a honey girl looking to the right. We can see some weird stuff if we peek through the keyholes. We can see Palmer in one of the rooms in the remake.
I'm gonna get ya!
He's not here in the original, but he can be found in that beta version of the original game. Another familiar face, Johnny's father, is here in the Honeybee Inn. Let's help him out. Also in the beta, a man can be seen who looks like it could be Johnny's father. Then again, that model's used for many NPCs, so who knows. In both games, we can access the dressing room. There's 2 extra honey girls here in the original, and you can even get your makeup done to help with your disguise. Like most of our dress-up accessories, there's 3 different levels of makeup too, though we can only tell the difference by the sound effect used when it is applied. Okay, let's continue on. Since the scenarios here are different, I'll cover the original game first. We have 2 choices of rooms to stay in. The room, which is weird. It grants us the lingerie, the better of the 2 key items. Then, the group room, which is even weirder. It grants us the bikini briefs. There was a 3rd key item, like all the others, but this one is, again, only in the beta. I'm not even gonna talk about their backstory. So this ends the Honeybee Inn quest in the original. Now for the remake. We speak with the honey girls, and they urge us to practice.
Why would I want to do that?
Okay, so we get a little rhythm game to the tune of yet another fight song remix.
Perfection! Work it, honey! Delicious! You've got real rhythm, mister. Move over, girls. A new dancer's come to town.
Take it away, honey. Well, you weren't awful, I guess.
And now, for the real show. We meet Andrea, and he gets us to dance. So we play another round of Cloudsune Miku. Aerith reacts depending on her score.
Come on, Cloud! Get into it! Well, you tried. Woohoo! You're a star! Keep it up, Cloud! Work it! Nice moves! I love it!
And then, Cloud's dress reveal. Just like Aerith, Cloud has 3 different dress outcomes. These are determined by our Wall Market side quests. The black dress is from no quests completed. The white dress is from Madame M's quests. And finally, the blue dress is from Sam's quests. This one also best resembles Cloud's dress from the original. Now, despite all of our item gathering, the old game doesn't actually change the dress's appearance to show its quality. Instead, something else changes a bit further on. We'll cover that soon. We're now free to roam around Wall Market in our new style. It's fun to see some people's reactions too, so let's check that out.
You just might be the perfect inspiration my dad's been missing.
Hey there, ladies! Would you be interested in making a lot of money?
I wouldn't recommend lifting in that outfit. But if you need to work up a sweat later, feel free to pop into the gym.
Kiss my ass.
Someone's in here.
No time to dilly-dally. Let's go.
Bro, look at you. So, how's the dress working out for you?
Oh, I never get tired of this place. Now for a nice long massage at Madame M.
You're the one from the show! You were amazing! Oh, topside girls have nothing on you!
Huh? You're planning on fighting in that getup? I don't know about that.
I'm experiencing an
Who
emotional
is she?
response.
I need to learn everything about her.
Your beauty is deadlier than anything I have here in my store.
I'm no fashionista, but I'm sure this'll go great with that dress of yours.
Wasn't easy finding something that'd give you a fighting chance against Tifa, though.
What's one more dress between friends?
Okay, enough fun. Let's head to the Don's mansion. Here, Leslie is reluctant to let us in. His original game's counterpart is eager to let the ladies through. The setup of the room is very much the same, with the stairs to the right, giant vases in the corner, that board with the same writing on it, and the reception counter on the left. This is where a man greets us in the original, before going to retrieve the Don. We're told to stay put. The remake instead has these 2 lackeys greet us, and they tell us what room to go to.
Hey, hands to yourself.
Go to your room and wait. Quietly.
The last door leads us to this dark, narrow stairway in the old game. In the new, it's a messy storage room, filled with gas. We're then escorted to the dungeon. We've already caught a glimpse of Tifa's dress back outside of Wall Market, but her attire depends on what choice we gave back in Sector 7.
Wait a minute. Cloud? Is that you? Oh my god, that makeup! And that dress!
Nailed it, I know, thank you. Moving on.
Hey, Tifa. How you doing?
Okay.
Oh, right. I'm Aerith. A friend of Cloud's.
So, after we made it back to the slums, some guys came around asking all kinds of questions. So I did some digging.
And found out they were Corneo's men.
Right. They were interested in Avalanche. But I couldn't figure out why. So I thought I'd come and ask the man himself.
Seriously?
Thought if I could find a way in and get some one-on-one time, but then I realized I'd only be one of 3 candidates. And that if he didn't pick me, it would all be for nothing.
Then your worries are over, aren't they? Because the other 2 candidates are right here, right?
Right.
You, me, Cloud? Makes no difference who gets chosen, does it?
I don't know, Aerith. It feels wrong getting you involved in all this.
Don't even bother trying to talk her out of it.
Aww, Cloud gets me. Took you long enough.
The layout of this room is also pretty accurate. That, table in the center, the fireplace in the corner, but now there's a vending machine in the shape of the Don. Okay then.
Now ladies, listen up. I'm sure you're still feeling a bit woozy, but tonight's audition's about to begin.
When it's time, we head up the steep stairs.
Okay, my beautiful ladies, time to line up for the Don.
Ladies? Nice. Very nice. Whichever one shall I pick? Oh. Shall I pick you? Or maybe you? Yeah. Oh yeah! I've got it! Today's bride-to-be is...
Don Corneo makes his choice. But who's it gonna be? Well, in the original game, this decision is based off the quality of outfit we put together for Cloud. With the lowest rank, he picks Tifa. The next best, he chooses Aerith. And finally, if we put together the best disguise possible, Don Corneo will choose Cloud. The remake will have Cloud chosen every time. Aerith and Tifa go with Scotch and Koch.
Hey yo, fellas! We got guests!
We only see this room if Cloud is not chosen in the original, and he will be in here alone.
What the hell?
Get down!
Oh, you stupid!
Wait!
We'll find either Aerith or Tifa on the way, and their situations will differ slightly. But whichever of us is chosen, we give the Don a big surprise.
One of you get in here and teach this bitch some manners!
Sorry, but your boys had to learn some manners too.
What the? So you're a man, huh? What are you 3 up to?
We'll ask the questions. Like, why'd you have men in Sector 7 asking about Avalanche?
Huh? Don't know what you're talking about.
Spill the beans. Or...
I'll cut him off.
All right, I'll talk! Some guy with a gun for an arm. I was paid to find him.
Paid by who?
I can't tell you that. They'd hunt me down like a dog.
Well, you better. 'Cause if you don't...
I'll rip him off.
It was the director of public security, Heidegger. It was Heidegger.
Shinra! And what were they planning?
Better keep talking.
Or I'll smash them.
Since Avalanche blew up 2 reactors, Shinra's decided they ought to stamp them out, home base and all. And I mean stamp out. By targeting the support pillar and blowing it up.
The pillar?
The plate will come crashing down. It'll be Sector 6 all over again. Before you do...
No.
Please, this won't take long. As everyone knows, villains only divulge their plans in a certain situation. But what is that situation?
Here's all 3 choices, along with a 4th time's up option in the new game.
Oh, I'm sorry! Time's up! The answer lies... in the sewers.
When they're faced with certain death, jackass.
Not what we were looking for. But you can find it in the sewers!
When they think they've already won, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a winner! You get an all-expenses-paid trip to the sewers.
I don't know. When they've lost their minds?
Close, but no cigar! Your parting gift is in the sewers.
But it doesn't matter what we say, cause in all scenarios, we drop through the trapdoor to the murky depths below. So there we have it, everybody. What an eventful time we had in Midgar's Entertainment District. I like how the remake stayed mostly true to the wall market of the past, but turned things up to a much grander scale. The inclusion of Johnny was a fun one on our boys' night out. The trio helped us see different sides of the sinful city, and that Honeybee Inn show was quite the spectacle. And we were worried we wouldn't see Cloud in a dress, but they did fine by me in this one. What do you think of the new wall market? Tell me down below. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time down in the sewers.